Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Roadrunners will kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff to the lone back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Here's the give off the left side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's McCall. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. The give to the left side. Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw on second down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Smashes through the tackle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He'll pitch it. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but the ball's incomplete.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Complete on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He caught it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He is knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really
running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, UT San Antonio!
You can't can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up for the kickoff, but let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
trying to beat the D deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes it. Got his man to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
Oh, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown!